are not equal, yes, but that doesn't mean yours should be shorter. Good evening, guys, and welcome to the show. It is still Get It Right with Lolu. I hope you all enjoyed the last episode we had on this channel. Yes, today we are having another guest on the show that will actually be talking to us on some certain things that we need to get it right. We'll be right back. Stay tuned with us on This TV 18.
Get It Right with Lolu on BTV 18 every Wednesday.
Still on the show on Get It Right with Lolu on BTV 18. I'll be right back. I remain your own host, Lolu.
Get It Right with Lolu on BTV 18 every Wednesday.
Welcome back, viewers. The show is Get It Right with Lolu, and on the show today I have a guest, a special guest. Yes, she is the CEO of Illustrious Place. Yes. Don't let me say anything now. She would introduce herself. Can we meet you, ma'am?
Okay, Eukaria. Yeah, I love to be called Eukaria. I'm married. I have blessed with a beautiful daughter, and then I also run a YouTube channel. I talk with UK. Yes, I talk about motherhood and lifestyle and faith. And also, yeah, CEO of Illustrious Fashion. Yeah, I got them love. I love making dresses. So that's Eukaria. Yes. Thank you for calling me to the show. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, the pleasure is ours. Don't worry, you get to know so many things about her on this show. So today we'll be talking on a topic, goal setting. Yes, ma'am, if I may ask, what is your take on goal setting?
Wow, that's a very interesting thing to talk about, especially starting with the new year. You know, a lot of people live their life by chance, and there is nothing like chance in this life. You have to set goals, you have to set your priorities, you have to pen it down for you to achieve anything tangible. So I think goal setting is something everyone should have. Because if you don't have goal setting, you just live your life, or you don't set goals rather, you just live your life as it goes. And then when you live your life as it goes, and you just like whatever happens. And that's a life of a commoner. So if one wants to make a change or live a different life in this year, because the year is still fresh, today is a brand new day and we are still in January, so you can make new changes, you can set new goals and then achieve them. So I believe that goal setting is a thing.
Okay, so as an individual, how many goals can we actually set?
Goals that you can set are infinite. Basically, it depends on how it comes to mind. It depends on your passion, it depends on your drive. For instance, goals, whatever thing comes to you naturally, you do them with ease. You can easily set goals around them. Like for instance, myself, I move fast with planning things. So I can set goals to become an event planner. I have a fashion line. That's a goal. I plan to run fast with it this year. I also talk very well. You can see that obvious. So talking comes to me naturally, so it's also one of my goals to work on my channel this year. So you can set as many goals as possible. You don't actually need to fulfill them at the moment. That's why there's timeline to goals. Okay, this is what I want to do in the first quarter of this year. This is what I want to do in the third quarter of this year. But some things you might not even do it in the next 5 years. But let me tell you the truth, 5 years would come, because this was not where I was last 5 years. So 5 years would come. So you can set as many goals as possible and then you take them one at a time. As many.
Okay, ma. So as a fashion designer now, what is your first tip of goal setting?
Okay. My tip for goal setting is looking at what I tend to achieve this year. I am not learning fashion designing. I have that skill already, so it's not something I'm starting all over. So if I have goal setting for the year 2022 is growing my brand, because I have the skills already. And then other than growing my brand, I intend, I look at all the things that will make that growing of the brand easy. Let's say, for instance, making dresses, getting models to showcase them. You understand? going into other areas that are close to clothing that can make my brand, pop up better, be in the limelight. So all of those things are what we can do. But for instance, you're not into clothing, you just want to start, you have a passion for clothing. Mm-hmm. You have to set your goals like, okay, get an apprenticeship or goes to a school where they teach fashion and all of those things. So those are goal setting depending on the level that you're starting with. Mm-hmm. Everyone has a level, and then there's nothing like someone is doing this and then I have to do it, because you're not the same person. So that's my stand on goal setting from my own perspective.
Okay, so what if someone does not have a support to make his or her goal work or start his or her goal? What can one do to that?
Joseph in the Bible, when he had that dream that the star and the moon and the 11 stars were bowing before him, his brothers were like, she the wine and snake, want us to start bowing before you, literally. And then they got so angry, and then his father even scolded him like, what is wrong with you? But did he later achieve his goals? There are dreams people have. Sometimes you don't really need people's approval. All you just need is a go ahead. And then that if you agree with yourself that if I perish, I perish. This is what I want to go for. This is the dream. I am very sure that I will do this. And then sometimes we get carried away. We do it 1 or 2 times and then the thing crashes. And then you're like, oh, I knew it. People had said it. No, nobody said anything. Or even if they said anything, that's not what is jinxing your plans. Do it again and do it again. It will definitely work. So you don't need support. All you need is yourself. As well as you need yourself. I'm not saying support is not good. We have support. If you get good support system, beautiful, nice, it's beautiful. Just go ahead with it. But if you don't, buckle up your shirt and then get your paddle and then paddle your canoe.
Let's try with Lolu on BTV 18 every Wednesday.
Welcome back to the show. It is still Get It Right with Lolu on BTV 18. Yes, Mrs. Fagbemi, what is your take on risk-taking in setting goals?
Yeah, I like that one. Risk-taking is part of everyone's life. In fact, for my mom to have given birth to me in this country with the hope that I will survive, it's a big risk, a very, very big risk. And I'm still surviving. Don't mind that funny joke. But we take risk. Life itself is risky. If you don't take risk, you won't even move. Coming to school is a risk because there are chances that you could get kidnapped, you could be a cultist, you could be a prostitute. But then we finished and then we didn't become any of that. So life itself is risky. And then if you are afraid of risk, you're not going anywhere. Because look at here, we are here doing this. If you had considered all the risks that could make this program not happen, are there no risks? There are so many risks. And what if people don't like it? What if this? What if that? There are so many risks that we can consider, but then they are not worth considering. Take that risk. Our probability is there to win it. Let's do it. It's just that sometimes we should weigh your probabilities. Look at it. How high is it? There's this rule in management when we were in school. Like when you're making a decision, there is a higher risk, and then the higher the risk, the better the profit or the outcome, the lower the risk, But then when you don't get that thing, if you don't get it, the lower you go back. So let's weigh our risk when we are taking it. Let's be rational. Let's think about it very well before we take risk. But risk is good to take.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma. Now, basically talking about procrastination. Some people would be like, I can't actually do this. I can't actually set goals now. Probably in the next 2-3 months, I'll start setting my goals. So what's your take on procrastination?
Hey, you just look at the chief cheerleader of used to be procrastinator. Procrastination is a thing. Is a very, very big thing. But one thing I want us to look at is when you're doing things, whatever thing you're doing, have a timeline. That's why there's goal setting. Immediately you have goal setting, you set a goal. There's something that would prompt you. Recently, this year, one of the things I plan to do is I plan to do things when I want to do it. In fact, I started exercising every morning. And then even this morning as I started it, all my body were aching me. And then I downloaded the app. It's called To-Do List. And that to-do list will tell you you're supposed to do so thing at a particular time. So that the alarm rang, and I was sitting on the couch. You know how fun it can be to be on Instagram and watching people's reels. I was so tired. But then the thing rang again. I'm like, oh, you carry stand up. And then I did it. So procrastination is a thing. And then if you don't make deliberate efforts to correct it, everybody has a problem with procrastination. So you have to make deliberate effort with procrastination.
Okay, well, thanks for staying with us on the show, viewers. We'll be right back. It is still Get It Right with Lolu.
Get It Right with Lolu on BTV 18 every Wednesday.
Yes, viewers, welcome back to the show. It is still Get It Right with Lolu, and I have my wholesome guests. Yes, still. She's still here. Mrs. Okeya Fagbemi, yes. I'm the CEO of Illustrious Place. So, ma, what word of advice do you have for the youth out there? You've actually said so many things on goal settings. So, what word of advice do you have for them to push them to do what they are supposed to do?
Yeah, the year is still very young. In fact, the month is still young too. Don't push it to tomorrow. Do whatever thing you have to do now. There are things that can help. In fact, this our generation are very lucky. We have so many things that can help us. There are apps. I bumped to a app last week. It's early this year. It's called Notion. On Notion, you can actually write all your goals out. You can write all your to-do list, and then you just go on it this morning. Maybe today I have to check what I have to do. Today I have to adjust because of this meeting. So you have to have those things. Write them down. You just have to write them down. Don't assume that you're a strong woman. There is this adage that says a short pencil is better than a long memory. Don't believe that you have it upstairs. Write it down. If an idea pops into your head, write it down. This morning, as I was praying, something popped into my head. When I finished praying, I wrote it down. You know why I wrote it down? Because I know that in a few minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, days, I might forget them. But then, when I go back to that note, I know that I wrote something down. I will go back to it and visit it. So, don't procrastinate again. There are so many tools that you can use. Download apps, set alarms, write that goal down. In fact, write it in the next 10 years. There is nothing bad in it. Write what you want, where you want to see yourself in the next 10 years. There's nothing wrong in it. Do things and then make deliberate effort. Not that you want to disappear and appear in the next 10 years. You write how you will get there. Every morning, I want to have, I would not sleep more than 8 hours a day. I will not eat too much. I will not spend anyhow this year. Those are things you can write. And then if you have issues with self-esteem, or you've gone through abuse and then you're not feeling okay, your self-image has been damaged, your self-esteem has been ruined, write affirmations for yourself. You can write affirmation, you can save it as a screen guard. I am beautiful, I am industrious, I do not procrastinate. That's one of my affirmations this year. I wrote it down. I do not procrastinate, I do it immediately. Whenever I think about it, I do it. I write it down. I am not a superwoman, so I write down my goals. Those things will help you. It will guide you for the year. It will guide you, and then you enjoy, you have a better self-image. You have a better self-image. People, you earn people's respect. You don't say, do you know my age? People would, it would call for self. You're better. You even carry yourself better. So this year, do that thing that you want to do. Stop procrastinating. Stop doing, I will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, don't be Jesus. Jesus said he would come back 2,000 years ago. That's how some people are. I will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow may never come. So do it now. That's just what I have to say on procrastination and planning for 2023.
Wow, thank you very much. Now we really appreciate you. Thanks for coming to the show. Yes, it is still Get It Right with Lolu. We'll be right back.
Get It Right with Lolu on BTV 18 every Wednesday.
Welcome back to the show. Get It Right with Lolu. Yes, we just talked about goal setting. Yes, the year is still fresh. Do well to set your own goal today, not tomorrow. Do it today. Like I do say, there's no harm in trying. try that thing that you think it is impossible, try it now. Yes, Mrs. Fagbemi, thank you very much for coming. And from this TV crew, we have a token to present to you.
Oh my God.
Yes, you love it. Woo! Yes, sir.
My presentation to BTV. Thank you so much. Oh, I should go on more reality shows this year.
Yes.
Thank you.
On Get It Right with Lolu on this.
Yeah, maybe I should. I don't even know what to say, but this is so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. Yeah, I will do more business together. And gifts like this will follow. Thank you so much, BCV. Thank you, Mololu. It's just Lolu. Thank you so much. Can I just hug this like this?
You can. It is for you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, viewers. Thank you for staying tuned with us on Get It Right with Lolu. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Yes, I actually enjoyed it because, you know, I was like my personal person.
Like this.
Okay, viewers, I hope you've learned one or two things from what she said. Yes, I hope you've learned one or two things. So, do well to try that.
Get It Right with Lolu on BTV 18 every Wednesday.
And thank you, BCV, for having me here. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. Yes, this is an amazing channel with beautiful things, and then there are so many things that will be unpacked to you. Just stick with us. Don't forget to tap on that subscribe button. Yes, I'm talking about you. Tap on that subscribe button right now, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Get It Right with Lolu on BTV 18 every Wednesday.